Olá, amores. Let's talk about bacalhau. I usually separate my codfish in fillets, and then they're still dried, and I can safely store it, like this. So this is the fish. It has a yellowish tone, so don't be afraid of this. It's absolutely normal. And actually, the best fillets are more yellow. The best quality is yellowish. It's not really white. So it has a strong smell of salt, and it's absolutely divine. I absolutely love it. As a good Portuguese person, yes, absolutely. And to desalt a nice piece of fish, you have to lay it like this. So we're going to lay all of the fish fillets on top of each other. Then we put cold water, and we have to change the water at least twice a day. This is it. I was just unwrapping my fish, and then look what I found. Someone is riding my bacalhau. Hi, amores. Today is the most unglamorous but most important part of every Portuguese codfish recipe. Today we are desalting our bacalhau, and because these are thin fillets, they only need 24 hours of soaking. Clearly, Violet organized all this, and Peyton is ready to surf the Atlantic mounted on a tail of a codfish. Now allow me to explain to you the most important tips to desalt bacalhau. First, I lay all the fillets with the skin facing up. Then I rinse them first, and then I add the cold water and allow it to desalt for at least 8 hours. Then you're going to change water in the morning and in the evening, but if it is summertime, a few more times if you can. So, first, you put the fillets facing skin up, then cold water. If you can, put it in the fridge. Change the water 3 to 4 times during the day. No rush, and the cod wakes up slowly. This is just not soaking. This is respect. Respect the bacalhau. I absolutely love bacalhau, and I am so honored that as a Portuguese person, we have like 365 recipes of bacalhau, meaning that we can have a different recipe for each day of the year. And I say this over and over to all the people that I know. And I have a friend that I've known almost all my life, and I swear maybe 2% of our conversations were about bacalhau. I have carried salted cod to her house more times than I can count, in suitcases across countries, wherever she was living. One day, she actually visited Iceland, and she calls me very seriously, and she says, Gabriela, I need to explain something very important. Bacalhau is not from Portugal, it's from Iceland. And I nearly died of laughter. As a Portuguese woman who loves bacalhau so much, I am proudly declaring that we are not the owners of the fish, but we are the bacalhau bosses. Bibi. This is a step that I started to make, and I think it's really good because it avoids the soaking bacalhau. I think it's perfect. It's not so watery. It gets more flavor like this. Just to clarify, as a historical note, most of bacalhau comes from the cold waters of the Atlantic, of North Atlantic, from Norway, Iceland, Canada. And the Portuguese mastered the art of salting and drying like no one else through salt, wind, and time. Now we have a staple of Portuguese cuisine and our national identity. If there is a celebration, there is bacalhau. And so, from the cold waters of the north to salt, to time, to this bowl in my kitchen, this is how Portuguese Christmas begins with love. Tomorrow, this bacalhau becomes flavor, memory, and celebration. Peyton is clearly enjoying the waves, Violet is supervising with style, and the bacalhau is resting beautifully. Tomorrow, the magic continues in the kitchen. Please leave any questions in comments, subscribe, like, and kisses from the three of us.